Unit 8 Test, Part B, Audio 1.
Today, I'm going to talk about one of my heroes, a man who's inspired many people to become interested in space. His name was Carl Sagan, and he was born in New York in 1934. Although neither of his parents were scientists, he was encouraged to take an interest in science from an early age. His mother believed it was important to think intelligently and understand how things work. Sagan would use examples from his childhood to illustrate points in his documentaries later in life. At the age of 5, Sagan asked his family about the stars, but they couldn't help him. His mother told him to go to the library and find out. That was the first time he did research on his own. It was also when he learnt that the sun was a star, and his understanding of the universe changed. It was such an important moment for Sagan that he later mentioned it in his television series Cosmos. It was also the beginning of his lifelong passion for the universe and the study of the stars. Sagan was a strong student at school, getting top grades in most subjects. However, he got bored because the classes weren't challenging enough. One of his teachers recommended a school for children with special abilities, but his parents couldn't afford it. Instead, Sagan kept studying at his school and did science experiments in his spare time. By the age of 16, he was ready to start university, where he studied physics and joined a society for students interested in space. After achieving a master's degree, Sagan worked as a university teacher and researcher. During his career, he published more than 600 papers and articles in the field of science. He also became a government advisor, working with NASA on space programs. He dreamt up experiments which could be carried out in space, as well as preparing people for trips to the moon. Sagan also hoped to contact life on other planets. One of his achievements was sending a message to them on the Voyager 1 spacecraft. Perhaps more than anything else, Sagan is famous for making science popular with the public. Cosmos was one of the most viewed series on American television for many years. At least 500 million people watched it in 60 different countries. Although science documentaries are not usually such a hit, Sagan engaged viewers with his enthusiasm for space and knowledge of the subject matter. Although he died in 1996, his name still lives on, thanks to a number which has been named after him. Known as a Sagan, it represents the number of stars in the universe.